People act like they have to marry them when they complain about OnlyFans. Yeah. See, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because you see, this is something that I think a lot of people have to learn, right? It's that at the end of the day, people are gonna do what they want to do, and you really don't have that much of a say in it. Whether you agree, disagree, whether you think it's a good thing, a bad thing, whether you wish they'd start or stop. I almost said starp, as though I was saying start and stop. It doesn't matter. They're going to do what they want to do in the first place. And that doesn't mean that you have to condone it. It doesn't mean that you have to allow them to be in your life in a serious manner. It doesn't mean you have to say it's a good thing or anything like that. You don't have to sit by and let somebody do something like that around you. But sitting there being like, dude, OnlyFans? Don't you know porn is like bad for you, dude? Like, what the hell, dude? It hasn't happened recently, but, like, I'll be sitting here just talking about stuff. I'll say something, right? I'll talk about, like, fast food, and there will be one person in my comment section who's like, fast food is bad for you, dude. It's like, oh, really? It is? Oh, man. I had no fucking clue, bro. Thanks for letting me know. I guess I'll stop now. You know, porn. Right? Porn, not good for you. You should avoid it. Me saying that isn't really going to stop anyone from doing it, though. So, to sit here and point that at somebody, to attack them with it, to be like, dude, don't you know porn's bad for you, bro? Dude, stop watching porn, bro. Stop watching porn, dude. It's bad for you. It's not helping anyone. It's just pissing that person off, and they're not going to want to hear it, and they're not going to want to be around me. It makes me into a less likable person. Therefore, even people who like me, even people who don't have an issue with me, when they figure out that I'm like that, they're going to be like, I got to be careful around this guy. I don't know how much I really even want to be around this dude now because, I mean, yeah, sure, I don't watch porn, but I smoke cigarettes. Am I going to pop a cigarette in my mouth? And when I go to light it, he's going to be like, oh, dude, don't you know cigarettes are bad for you? You should stop, dude. You should totally stop. There's a virtue in being chill, right? There's a virtue in being able to live your principles and speak about your principles without being pushy and without being annoying. Now, you're always going to have people who are upset because anytime you talk about anything they do, they're going to feel like it's an attack. It's really a guilty conscience thing on their part. That's really what it is at the end of the day. And those people, you don't got to worry about them. But when you're sitting here and you're ruining the vibe, when you're putting a stop to the good time that everybody's having because somebody decided they wanted to smoke cigarettes, you're doing yourself a disservice, you know? I didn't always have the beliefs that I do now, right? And I'm not getting political here or anything like that. I'm not going to go into what those beliefs are. But I didn't always used to have the beliefs that I have now. But what happened is I met a group of friends who were really good for me, right? And I still do talk to some of these friends. Most of them had the beliefs that I now have myself. And when I would tell them about the degenerate shit that I was doing in the past, some of which you can find on my Patreon. When I was like hanging out with these dudes, I was telling them about all the degenerate shit that I was doing, and they would be like, oh yeah, that's not really a good thing, man. But they wouldn't do it in a pushy way. They would allow me to be degenerate and then slowly but surely kind of realize that the things that they believe, the way that they live their lives is the correct way, if you want to call it that, right? And because of that, I now am the person that I am today. If they were being pushy with me, if every time I fucking said anything about anything, they were like, oh, don't you know that's bad for you, bro? I'd be like, wow, you fucking suck, dude. I don't want to be around you. Get away from me. And then I'd still be the same person that I was before I met these guys. And I think the person that I am today is a much better person than the one that met them years ago. And I don't know if any of you guys are watching right now, but if you are, like, thanks. Thanks for not being dickheads who tried to push me in the direction you wanted me to go in, right? Thanks for letting me kind of figure this shit out on my own. I really appreciate it, you know? Love you guys.